The new class is here and it seems really strong on paper. But is it? Let's find out. Starting off with the abilities of Ravager Launcher, it doesn't have a unique passive like the Pumped class does, but instead has the passive of Tracker classes, which allows you to hear footsteps from further away. However, the real power lies in its ultimate ability, which deploys a missile launcher that locks onto enemies and vehicles, firing homing rockets, which means the rockets will follow your enemies or vehicles, which at face value seems really strong. It shoots 12 rockets in a single wave, each dealing 25 damage. And after a short pause, it shoots another wave. The max range is 60 meters when targeting enemy players, but for vehicles it's around 120 meters, which is a respectable range. Let's go for the chip upgrade benefits. Without chip upgrade, Ravager's ultimate ability takes 45 seconds to load, and with the chip upgrade, it takes 35 seconds. Not only the cooldown, but the duration of the launcher is also increased from the base 30 seconds to 45 seconds with the chip upgrade. Although the number of missiles and damage dealt remains the same, upgrading the chip is still worthwhile due to the boost in cooldown time and duration. Let's go for some tips and tricks before we assess its place in the meta. Number 1. Doing some kind of movement like jumping and sliding while sprinting is a good way to avoid most of the rockets, or going into cover works wonders as well. And since we are talking about counters, Hacker class can destroy the launcher with its ultimate. Also, you can take the launcher down if you hit like 30 bullets with your gun. You can damage enemies behind cover if a portion of their body is visible. It's really strong against vehicles as they have larger hitboxes, and while damaging them, it lifts them up into the air, which slows them down and gives you a golden opportunity to take them down. Poltergeist and Smoke Bomber's ultimate doesn't confuse the launcher, so don't waste your ultimate on it. Number 5. The defense classes take reduced damage from the rockets, that is 18 without chip upgrade and 14 with the upgrade. The cooldown starts only when the active launcher is destroyed. So if you have placed the launcher and it's not doing any work, you can shoot it, which will destroy the launcher, and the cooldown will begin. Also, if you upgrade the chip while the launcher is active, it will destroy the launcher. Choppers can use the flare to evade the missiles from the Ravager launcher. It will shoot your vehicle if there's an enemy sitting inside. Also, you can't place it on the truck. Ravager Launcher is a decent class in my opinion, works great to counter vehicles and those pesky hovercraft abusers, but along with a weak passive when you factor in the fact that it's super easy to afford the rockets and the launcher can be destroyed with ease, makes it a hard sell. It creates a lot of pressure and chaos in some situations, but it's not very effective most of the time. You don't even get hit mark when the rockets hits enemies, which is really annoying, but overall it's another one of those mediocre classes added to the game. That being said, I can see this class having a place in the competitive BR matches, which can't be said for the previous releases like the Igniter or Quick Strike class. But for me, it's not the class to replace the Pumped and the Ninjas of the world. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.